before you get anything started, you have a meeting of the minds. I'm Chapman. I'm 24 years old, originally from Massachusetts.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Stevens. I'm 28 years old. I'm a graduate of the University of North Carolina at Charlotte.
My name is James Free. I'm a recent graduate of Tuskegee University, finance and economics major.
This is Devin Askew from the historic St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a psychology major and I'm still an undergrad. I graduated in December with my degree in psychology, minor in Spanish.
My name's Charlie Baker and I'm 64 years old. I'm semi-retired. Always been a truck driver.
Dear Father, we'd like to thank you for even us lying down last night. You got in here,
Father, we ask you to be with us as we touch and agree on one thing. Lord, Father, we can't do nothing with that because we got all power and trust in you.
Love and protect our children. After emancipation, many of fellow Americans were without shelter, food, or education, having been separated from family. Mother turned from daughter, father from son, and still they did not turn to kill each other.
The spirit and energy that we felt in our other tours led us to continue this work in organizing around issues that would support the agenda of the president. And that agenda item that we chose as being something that we see as a very important issue that needs to be resolved within the next 4 years while he's president is eliminating youth gun violence. When there's a crisis, a hurricane in some other part of the world, we come out and make sure we show those folks that we're concerned. Well, the same thing as it relates to our children. We have that level of compassion and concern. The ultimate goal is to identify and recruit 5,000 volunteers to help with the local organizers in the communities that are already doing this good work.
First place that we went to was Harrisburg. So the beauty of that is that we were able to connect the dots and have people from cities, large and small, all throughout America, focus on the same thing. You find out that people need help, but you also find out that through all this, you met some great people along the way, you met some very courageous people along the way, and us as Americans, we are fully committed to ending youth gun violence, and it can only get better. So you get to see that in the hearts and minds of the people, and you get to see that in a real personal way, and that's why we're here. Love and protect our children.
Love and protect our children!
Fraternities are known for going on road trips, and there's no better way to get a whole bunch of frat guys together and go on a road trip and spread a positive message. Love and protect our children. That's pretty much our goal. And stop gun violence. I'm actually a new father, actually, first-time father. So it's a big new task for me. Now, not only is this, I'm trying to affect the world that I live in, I'm trying to make the world better for my son. So.
This is an American problem. This is our country. It's unacceptable for an American to be murdered randomly in the street. I don't care where you from.
Brian Bradley shot my daughter and he got 15 to 30 years. And that still was not enough time that my daughter has to crawl up and down steps. She could never walk again. She was a boxer, she played basketball, she loved sports, and he took all that away from her and my granddaughter, Journey.
The bus kind of symbolizes, it kind of goes back to the freedom rides. I think it's a beacon of hope. I think that's the real message and the image that we're sending out. The fact that we're not going to just fly to these places. We're actually going to take the time to go through these communities and really embed ourselves in these communities.
In '89, when the crack epidemic hit the United States, Lancaster's crime went up just like every place else in the United States. We had our highest murder rate.
Ohio was a wonderful place. The students at Woodrow Wilson really received us, and they set the tone. Just looking at all of them when we gave them their flags and threw out the t-shirts and engaged them in conversation, their interaction with us was immeasurable.
I won't take too much time, but I need you all to know how important you all are to us. We could have been doing anything with our summer. Our summer is very valuable to us because we don't have much time to, enjoy ourselves. We decided to hit the road and go across the country and let you all know how much we care about you and your future, because there was someone there that stood in the void for us.
The importance of stepping at the schools is to give the students the college experience. And giving the students the college experience, it makes them more so interested in doing better, or that's the goal anyway, is to make sure that students realize that there is, I guess, a social aspect that they can look forward to, along with obviously the educational aspect that comes with college.
But it hurts, man, and to see everybody you grew up with dying or going to jail, it hurts, man. We losing a whole generation, and all we got to do is come together and lift each other up. When my brother got killed, it woke me up, but not only my brother getting killed, but what was going on around me every day. Young cat, 16 years old, going to prison, 37, 40 years, and stuff like that. It woke me up, so we got together, we started going to prisons and penitentiaries and, girls' homes and boys' homes and just talking positive and, also, a little bit of love with the God thing and spreading that, man, and all of that. That just turned my life around because I wanted to do something better because I didn't want what I went through as a youth that happened to the other little cats I seen.
I feel like going to New Zion Ministry was real key to our success in this trip. Being received at that church, the blessings that was bestowed upon us, I felt like was necessary and gave us enough motivation to do what we had to do and complete our mission.
Like, people at first, they're like, you're not from here, you don't know anything about Chicago. But once we relayed our message and relayed that we've been here, we've been to Youngstown, Ohio, we've been to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and they have the exact same problems going on in Chicago that you guys haven't going on, it made it relational. Like, all right, you guys are speaking about something that's relevant to our city and something that's relevant to us.
Whether some people want to document back to the 80s and gangs, but when have you ever watched a movie or real life, forget all the movies, because we got a lot of movies that won't tell the truth. You don't go plantation to plantation, right, killing people. Now, what did we have back then? Oh, they wasn't going to school. Did you have money? Did the boys have money back then in slavery? You had nothing. But you didn't go around killing kids. We go around killing other people, so. Well, look, like I said, we appreciate y'all. We say, just know that other people are rooting for you,
My name is Regina. I'm the mother of a murdered child. His name is Edward Jordan. He was 18 years of age when he was murdered in 2006 in Chicago. He was murdered on 51st and King Drive. My son was a college major, business major for that matter, at Kennedy King College. He went to take a young lady to the show. He waited at the bus stop for her, and while he was waiting, some young men saw him at the bus stop in a car. They asked my son, was he a GD or a BD? And my son said that he was not in a gang. He thought gangs was played out. The leader of this gang told them whether that N is a GD or not, shoot his A. My son hopped up, my son ran. When my son ran, the young man who was 16 shot at my son. My son was hit in the right shoulder, and the bullet ricocheted and hit him in his main artery in his neck, and my son died right there on the street. I used to try to be on TV, oh, I'm just gonna be on here speaking, but see, then we gotta know our part and our roles. My place is the streets. I minister on the streets to people every day, whether it's gangbangers, whether it's someone that's hurting, or something like that.
Stop youth gun violence. Like, the message is clear. And after they find out that the message is clear and they see that the problem's there, they're on board. So, like I said, Chicago really warmed up and opened up to us. Now to the point where even if I'm just holding up a Love and Protect sign in the corner, they're coming up to me and asking me, what's that about? What are you guys doing here? So, we're doing great things in Chicago, man. Great things. Like I said, everyone answers the door thinking that you want some money from them. So if you greet them with a smile and tell them your purpose and tell them you're here to stop youth gun violence, then that's when they open their door all the way. And they invite you in to have a deeper conversation about it. And everybody has something to say about gun violence, and everybody has something to say about the violence in Chicago.
I again thank Obama for everything that he's done and all that he's trying to do. Some things he tried to do, they try to cut him down and knock him down, but he's only one person and he can only do so much. It takes all of us to band behind him and show him that we support him. And I wish that he can be elected another term and another term, but I know that's not possible. But I just think that we all need to come together and stop all this violence. You know, put our minds on more positive things, important things, all that energy that we're out here wasting on selling drugs and killing and shooting. It's stupid, it's senseless, and you need to put that energy on more positive things to make our world a better place, that it'll be lovely. Everybody try to band together and just sing Kumbaya, whatever you need to do.
What we're doing here today is we're actually collaborating with the Tuskegee Airmen in hopes to promote getting high in the sky as opposed to getting high in the streets.
It was integral to the whole tour to show people that they have a different choice versus going out in the streets, like I said, and getting involved in those activities where you can go and learn from people who have, you know, been through rigorous exercises and been through things that I find terrifying because I couldn't imagine flying a plane.
It was one particular time where I remember getting jumped after school, and I was completely caught off guard, and this fight ensued, and I found myself in the backseat of a police car. And that's when I realized it didn't matter how smart I was anymore. If I couldn't make the type of decisions that I needed to put my life on a course that wouldn't lead me to being dead or in jail. So my mom made me get up on a Saturday morning to do something with my life, and she made me go out to downtown Chicago, an airstrip that's right along the museum campus. And when I showed up there, I see all of these, you know, African Americans with their own airplanes, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is not real, and this is not Chicago. I had never seen anything like that before. So now, bringing young kids out here today to the airport to take their first airplane ride like I did when I was 16 years old, I know is a life-changing experience. And I believe that there are strategic plans in place to keep our kids from being successful. So we're combating that with this strategic plan to protect and love our children. And without a plan, without a vision, you know, our people are going to perish. And so that's why we have to have a vision and a plan to not only show them that we love them through words, but demonstrate that love in doing what we're doing and offering them opportunities that can very well change their life.
The students in Chicago, you know, you can tell by looking at them that they hunger, they long for people to take time out to really spend time with them, speak with them, sit with them, share with them, interact with them.
Being that we are a school in the Roseland area, I think that the kids here that attend Curtis, you know, they're more apt to see violence because of where they live, and I wanted somebody to bring a positive message to our babies and help them understand that there are alternatives to violence, and there's things going on in the world that are making a positive change, and that violence is not always the answer. So I think our kids really need to hear the message, and they need to see, you know, something that was relevant to what's going on currently in their neighborhoods in order to make some better decisions. I think the kids are really responsive and receptive to the message and the presentation. I hear conversations in the hall already about, oh, that was cool, that was nice. And I'm hoping that the teachers and the staff here can kind of extend that learning from what they saw today and just carry it out through, you know, common messages from now to the end of the school year, and then pick it back up for next school year as well.
Because it's very, very important that you all know, leaving here, before you got here, for the rest of the days of your life, that you can do and be anything that you want to be. And there's absolutely nobody that can keep you from doing it. If you say you want to do it, and you put your mind and heart to it, you can do it. And you need to know, outside of your family, outside of your school, outside of your churches, your activities, groups, that there's people out here in the world that do love you and are interested in protecting you, and that's why we're here.
So I thought today's program was really, really powerful, was impactful for two main reasons. One, you know, we're in Chicago and we have these high statistics as far as the crime here, and a lot of our students are affected or know someone who's affected. So I like the fact that it was geared toward talking to those students.
The number one thing you do to stick there is you got to get back. Like I said, it's never too early. I've been doing stuff like this. I'm pretty sure all of us have been doing stuff like this since we were in your trade. So whether you get involved in basketball, football, any club, sport, band, anything, just find a way to get back and be a role model. Be a positive role model for the rest of your peers. I know that might seem like something small. That might seem like something minuscule. But every person ever had a role model that they looked up. So almost every person in this room has somebody that looks up that inspired what you're doing today. And that's all it takes.
We do a lot of talking about being ready for high school, college, and career. But oftentimes it's like the kids are like, what does that look like?
Yeah.
So I think this program provided that face, other than ours, because we talk about it all the time, but something also closer to their age where they can actually see it happening and they know what it looks like. So that supported our vision of being college and high school ready. So that was really, really good to see.
The road to Capitol Land is long, rough, and rocky. Takes a heck of a man to hold up his own load. If you ain't man enough to continue on this journey, get your stuff off the road and let a real man through.
I wanted them to see, as well as me, get a good idea of who all has been affected by gun violence. And by taking that as a sample, you can kind of see where and get a gauge of how much gun violence has played a part in that given area.
Has anybody been affected or know anyone that has been affected by gun violence? Raise your hand. All right, now, that's outrageous, okay? That's outrageous.
All right, so when you guys get into high school next year, it would benefit you to get involved in the clubs and organizations in your high school. Why? Because it will take up all your extra free time and it'll get you into college. Keep you away from all the bad things you shouldn't be doing and possibly make you a lot of money. The absolute only way to make some real money is to keep your head in those books. Keep your head in those books. Get involved in your school and excel in your studies. Listen to your teachers, listen to your families, listen to us.
And Roseland Ceasefire has been our partner along with Young and Powerful, as well as the Tuskegee Airmen and local government agencies such as the City of Gary, in helping form partnerships where once we leave, the activities that we're doing can be continued through the volunteers that we recruit.
I don't know what you've been told. I don't know what you've been told. Violence kills both young and old. Violence kills both young and old. I don't know what you gon' do. I don't know what you gon' do. But stop the violence and it'll come true. Stop the violence and it's true. Peace for Jesse. Peace for Jesse. Peace for Jesse. Peace for Jesse. Peace now. What do we want? Peace. What do we want? Now. What do we want? Peace. What do we want? Now. What do we want? Peace. What do we want? Now. Save the babies. Save the children. Save the children. Save the babies. Save the babies. Save the children. Save the children. When I say Jesse, you say Clark. Jesse. Clark. Jesse. Clark.
So with the Love and Protect Our Children message, it basically kind of gives us a good foundation as an entire American community to save our American children.
For me, it was just letting people know that you have somebody that cares about you, and that cares about your future, and that cares about your safety, and that cares about just the world that we live in.
3.